Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Are inspiring. It gives us courage to struggle without respite. And if we struggle, we will win. We are very proud of the work you are doing. We are very proud of the great work you are doing to reach our people back home here. Fred Membe, President of the Socialist Party. That's the first one. The callers are in. Colleagues, you can make your calls. I have two powerful women here, Queen Pumi. Okay, now the phones is ringing. Hello, please caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba.
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh my God.
Oh, I think she has gone. The child is screaming in the background. She'll probably come back. Hello, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador. My name is Mrs. Unknown from the AI Kingdom, as you have rightly stated.
Yes,
my two women, Lillian Tambo and Queen Pumi, you are so amazing. I love you, ladies. I'm so glad in the way you've articulated issues. I stand with you. And I'm going to speak on the two issues that you have spoken about. I'll try to be quick and not waste so much time. For me, I'll start with the issue of our former president who passed on, Edgar Chagalungu, and the type of mockery that people wanted to bring on him to say they're going to bury him with dignity. You've rightly put it, Bakabesha said it, we'll bury him without the family, which is uncalled for, and Zambian, and tradition, if I can put it that way. That was wrong. I'll also emphasize the last time Honorable JJ Banda had a live stream, he mentioned one key aspect. I'm sure they've also not paid attention to that. He said they've not gone to tell the chiefs in Eastern Province, and that's why we are having these issues, because even when the chieftainess Undi was asked a question when he went for Ukusefia Bangwena, he said he doesn't know there's a funeral. He also advised the government on how to go about it. They've never listened. And he even said that these court issues will go on like this as long as they don't do that. Maybe they need to listen again to the Mrs. Z Unknown from the AI Kingdom to say, pay attention to what people are telling you, and maybe you're going to move forward and win this case. Secondly, I'm actually disappointed with the president, with the way he comes up with the issue of Chipo Mwanawasa. He is actually the one who's bringing this matter in the public. If you listen to the statement that you aired, Ambassador Mamba, he said, we cannot be talking about this in public. That was a major thing I picked from that statement. But who is speaking about this in public? You, Mr. President. You are the one who's talking about it in public. You are the one who has brought it. You are the one who embarrassed her when you asked her, Chipo, stand up, show the people, are you pregnant? Hello, Mr. President. You are actually doing mental health for this girl. You are killing her. She's a woman. We stood for Chipo when you did that. And we are not going to stand and watch you. Madam Mutinta, this young lady was the president there to show you, to say, I'll show you, like Lily has said, I'll show you, to say, hey, I'll talk about it. It was not necessary, Mr. President, to speak about this issue. You had a number of important issues that the late president, late Patrick Mwanawasa, the legacy that he left, the way he fought corruption compared to the way you are fighting corruption. That's one thing you could have spoken about, Mr. President, not speaking about Chipo Mwanawasa and the pregnancy. It's so embarrassing as a woman. And I stand with the women, the two women who are on that platform. I love you women. go ada.
Thank you.
For the
Thank
body
you.
of ECL, Takwe, like chair. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Hello, caller. Uh-oh. Hello, caller. You are live? I think this is our caller from Johannesburg. Hello, caller. Okay. Ladies, let me just sort out the issue of the phone for you.
We want to set a precedent. Let them give us reasons why the current president should not go near the casket. And who has told them that he wants to be near the casket anyway? Who has told them that he wants to be near the casket? If they want to say he shouldn't see the body, but who has told them that he wants to see the body? Why these speculations? Maybe it's because...
Hello, please caller, tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello, I'm calling you from the land of AI, unknown.
Thank you. Make your contributions.
I want to say a very big good evening to President Queen Pumi and also to my lovely sister, Iron Lady, Lydian there. I love their voices, the fact that they can stand up at this time and age where women, it's not common nowadays to speak in Zambia. So we have to appreciate these people. And I just have something to say concerning or pertaining to President Hakainde Hichilema. I think for me, he struggles with being humility, with being humble. He doesn't know how to be humble. Wherever he goes, he wants to steal the limelight. Yesterday's ceremony was not about him. He just needed to speak about Mwanawasa and everything Mwanawasa and Maureen Mwanawasa. He didn't have to make it about him. It was not about him or about Chipo or about the presidency. No. He might be president, but wherever he's invited to go somewhere, he goes there as as a figure there, but he has to let the ceremony run for its purpose that it's called for, and not because of him. He needs to understand boundaries, one. Then two, how can a president not be attending all the ceremonies that we are having in our nation? It's unheard of. Do you know that in Zambezi there is Mize ceremony? He has not gone there, and those people, the Luvales and the Lundas, they are fighting to the extent that some Lundas have even been killed by, I think it's the authorities there. He has not even bothered to go there or to send representation there. So we can't have this just because of a funeral. Those people, they closed his office, that President Edgar Lungu. And he cut off the mourning period. He did it himself. Nobody did it. He said he has cut off. So if he's mourning, the Zambian people are just with the family. Whenever the family deems it, they will bury and we move forward. Let him continue to run the nation. People are hungry. We need load shedding to end. And we need him to deliver what he promised. He has failed and he's hiding under the funeral, hiding under mourning. No. You said you're an economist. Can you bring your 10-point plan and start enforcing it so that we may have results? Stop playing victim. Those things for cheap and whatever, those things are just child's play. We don't need that from State House. That is like a masansa, what we call it. So no, we don't want that from a leader. Muse Vanya. We don't want to hear that. Then secondly, I would like to, Queen Pumi, apparently I learned that she's Lozi, so I'm happy. She's my cousin. So I want her to speak to the Lost people in her language to make sure that this time they must remove that president. We are not going through relationships from long ago. No, we mean business when it comes to our nation. And we have to fight together as one Zambia, one nation. So
thank you very much. Because let me just take a few calls. I'm trying to see if I can get a cover of you ladies so that you can listen properly and write. But just you have to give me a moment. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Oh, do I need to wear my headset? Oh, I see where the problem is. The phone is connected to the system. That is just a minute. Give me a minute. There's a matter we should have discussed.
I'll do for you. Manya ni bandani wamene bakutuma.
Bosi yachunika bosi na papata. Nachunika.
Ni bandani wamene bakutuma, ndiye wamene tifunsa. Ni bandani wamene bakutuma, sukamba. Uti onongera time watipeleka pansi papanja pafamu watibweza. What's your problem? Problem yako ni chani?
Mangsuno mwamanga mufuti bosi. Mangsuno mwamanga futi. Bosi ya bosi.
So ni bandani wamene bakutuma. Advice kama bandani mumoto.
Apologize callers. I apologize. My phone was connected in Bluetooth, so you couldn't. Please make your contributions quickly.
Okay, sure. Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba. Good evening, the Queen. Good evening, Mtambo Valirian. Ambassador, first kinarambira kofe paliri ya video yabakateka abengita bayikonga sana. Firabalera ndokwe bachao kujua allow somebody who kill your sister or whatever. Gatwarolesha sana before ba ICO. Balera nda pali basata. Balishire wachapi pali basata. So ba ICO balirwisha sana kuko bati legacy yabasata ifwa. So ngamakonga sana bali ne akurwisha legacy yabasata ifwa parapene na inemti aingira. That's why for balera ngira how could you allow someone who killed but the party wa ICO yali but the meaning. Then after that narara ndo kuri ba magazine kunze babiri mukunga nyoko shobule bomba bajinga mwa konka sana babantu fe baleteka ifintu baleteka ya museru songa bule konka sana.
Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you, Anonymous. Good evening, Mama Pumi and Lady and Mutambo, my beloved ones.
Yeah, make your contribution.
I'm so glad. I'm so very glad, Ambassador. I'm happy today looking what has happened in this country, Zambia. Ndile mtu mmoja mu Zambia ni machuka pale wakainde chile mapanyumba pa wanafika kwa mwara na mendo wanapukanya tumandemba donse moloti mulingiroti. If you ask anyone in Zambia, the person who cares for this country, Zambia, will tell you that you are not pranya. He doesn't care. So, Mama Pumi, Lili Mutambo, we love you because you are advocate. You are the people that you have taken up for the voice of Mama Nawakwi. Siwanafe, we love you and we are proud of you. Nadia Maswapi said that I'm okay. Although I'm suffering in Zambia, but I know with you, we are okay. We are enjoying, we are proud of you. Antoni kale balikale sami palo abapere namba wana mayo bachinka muzambia utaba kaitemwa barada bachinka muzambia one day balikala bakateka and to be proud of this country and bakesa abantu bose tukasangala mu Zambia isio eko aba tafire kale balika.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, he says his Tuntemba was broken. The caller from Canada, the people couldn't hear you. If you can call back and call, make your contributions. I know you uploaded Lily and Queen Pumi, but I think the people didn't get you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Mwamba. My name is Uncle Jay.
Yes, Uncle Jay.
First of all, I just want to applaud those two great daughters of Zambia, dignified and blessed women that Zambia has indeed produced at a time. Quickly, I want to recommend them because indeed they are the voice that are speaking. I want to thank them for standing up for Mama Esther, that humble family. Thirdly, I want to comment quickly on the things that have actually taken place in our country recently. The memorial, just like everyone else has said, that memorial was not about the president of Zambia today. It was about the legacy of Manawasa. But as usual, because of pride, because it is me, the whole show was stolen and diverted to things that do not even make sense. I do not even want to talk about them. Now, this is what I want to say. If this government has ears, let them hands off the ECL family. That family
has grace to bring the entire government of UPND down without even fighting. They are like a frog that is being pursued by a snake. And when a snake bites that frog, which is poisonous, the snake dies. If they have ears, let them hear what people are saying. Let them hand off that family completely before they are completely consumed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, callers, make your contribution. Be brief. There are so many people trying to reach our ladies. Just be brief. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Yes, Ambassador, good evening, and good evening to our panelists.
Good evening.
Of course. Good evening. My name is Isaac, and I'm calling you from United Kingdom.
Okay, Isaac, speak a bit louder.
Yes, I'm calling you from United Kingdom. Hope you can hear me now.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. Well, I have a question to our mothers there, and my question is, I would love them to, of course, look into it by responding. How did we, as a people of Zambia, arrive to this situation that is currently happening in our country, considering, of course, the death of our former president? And how could we have best addressed this situation as a people and a nation at large? Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Thank you. Yeah, let's take a few calls before I invite you to speak, because the phone is buzzing. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba.
Good evening.
Thank you. Ambassador, if I contribute one thing, our president wa inantota mwaona problem inachitika cha South Africa ya president wana mwalira wakangi wakumvera na utwamverane bwino na family balete bodeja at end of the day mwana vachitika vintu vasokonezeka bode sina bwere why problem wa president balinantota nangu mwabaza kuti economy siri bwino iso mane tisebenza economy siri bwino tivutika abantu tisebenza sikuti sitinapunzire nsopunzira but vintu zivyenda bwino muno muzambia why ntota za president vantu vambiri vavutika muno muzambia mama president kuti vakambe that's the reason why vintu zivyenda bwino muzambia then mukaona kuti vantu votithandizako madamu liri sinezo mkonka maningi pakati apa manje nankhala interested kuli abantu madamu liri madamu pumi vathandiza because vintu vamene vichitika muno muzambia sivili bwino ma contract wa governor honest is a man of not a word that will give results, but chamene wafuna kuti voice vamene wakamba ni boss voice ni boss pale tizakhala bwanji. So that's the reason kuti 2026 muntu yafunika achokepo because vantu taziwa kuti ni waboza pamene nabwerera post out of that's why vanakamba kuti out of all the 240 promises amene anauza vantu pali vachitika makuti sontako load shedding ili all over load shedding iliko dola siri bwino economy yaonongeka vintu siviri bwino but muntu akankhala akakamba kuti ye economy ili bwino economy maye olangana vichani ndana akuza kuti economy ili bwino because economy siri bwino vintu sivyenda bwino fuel yodura vintu pamene anavipezesa pamene vili but sinizwa pamene amaona kapena iva maona bwanji president watu amene zikomo kwambiri Mwamba zikomo.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so many queues on the line. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hi, good evening, Ambassador. Thank you very much. I've been trying for a while, but I'm grateful.
We apologize.
I'm very ashamed to say that I belong to the Anonymous Club. It is a terrible situation that we are facing in our country that we can't speak. Nonetheless, I need to just appreciate the ladies you have there as a guest. Been really, really articulate in the way they are addressing the issues that are facing our country, and we're grateful for that. And I just need to make mention of this, and I won't be very specific about what's going on in our country. What I will just say is that the Internet of Things makes yourself, Ambassador Mwamba, and our ladies there a very important constituency for our country. We have a very good penetration of internet at the moment, and smartphones are everywhere right now. People are listening to you. People can't speak, but people are really engaged in what is happening to our country. What our current president is doing is completely unacceptable on all fronts. And we are grateful that we can have a conversation about them, as embarrassing as they are from South Africa, the African continent, SADC. It is just a total embarrassment. So let's continue engaging. We are very grateful, and I just wanted to offer my solidarity to yourself as Ambassador Mwamba and to the ladies that are on your platform. We are incredibly grateful. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Ambassador Mwamba, it's Chufia from the UK.
Yes, Chufia. Thank you very much. Make your contribution.
Yeah, it probably would be a bit long-winded, but I hope you give me time. Can I start by saying thank you to Lily? I know Lily is my young sis. I don't know whether Pumi is older than me or not, but whatever the case, thank you.
Chufia, just speak louder or put your phone more closer to your mouth, whatever it is you are using. But we can hear you, but just be louder. Yeah.
I was saying, I just want to say thank you to these two beautiful, gallant African women. I think I've written you messages, Ambassador, asking for Pumi's number. Pumi, can you? Lily, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can.
No. Can Pumi hear me?
Yes, she can.
Right, Pumi. Please ask Mwamba to give you my number. I've been following, I've been listening to you. I was watching you today. I watched you yesterday. I would want to only say thank you. I am ready to join you in this fight. Trust me, we can't afford another 5 years with this regime. Definitely no way. And I have said it, Lily, I hope you are listening. I have said it to my family members. Any family member who doesn't go to register to vote, sorry, I'm not giving you any help. But Mwamba, please, I hope Lily is listening. Can you please pass on my number to her? Thank you.
I'll pass your number both to Lily and Queenie. Thank you very much. I've got another caller. Mr. Chilufia is saying he has told all his relatives that if you don't register as a voter from UK, he will not give them any help. What a patriotic decision. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lillian and President Fumi.
Thank you. They can hear you.
I am calling from Kaputa. Never anonymous
Mkwai.
Kaputa. De lomba kusoklando tilati. Ushe idini amashwi yafika apo yafika kuchidie ku South Africa. If you think Fimbetlemona, Shavalangisha, ama audio messages, ama text by internet, ama WhatsApp messages. I upload all this information. Fia to West African Africa, Loshi, Chaluchonsi. Filia Finto, Ulupalwaba, Mayoba Esther, na Bonsa Valicubia, Nava Shiva. Tule mfawaleti lana pela mafuta ya kusubaya mkawoto rwati amafuta ya yankalamo. Nga basu baba kabesha mlilo tilo ba lolesha pamensi ya baba yoba Esther. Kwenda mchipingo mwali befe tutungulu ukusuba anointing oil kusamba mlopa kwa Yesu mchichetekala mchitenafu Yesu Kristo. Ngakuti kwa wako bamugale funda kwa bantu beswifi kubebako. Pantu uwa wingoko wateminina. President H bali basopa mwisa okuchigiro mwika bako bayasha bendi bali ken nomba bena bali bingoko watabe minina icho bapampa minapo bakateka abanishi bapampa mina na fyefu bapampa minapo efinge filuwa mpaka nombe milandi kuchidie yafikoko yafika na tuikala fi chile kosela kofi elo chile kosela tule onefia mu ubuntu sefia bolushi tule fo okususha batinga chinga bapamya ni chenshi ati mumbo kulia nishi pali kwa shintirire mwamuletiri mbichi bashin choba kosele po fema kafi awe na filango fia fulisha nga kulika bale pepa bebe ni kabirishi bukeni bonse akupepere ni kuba mayo ba Esther na ba Tasila na ba mayo ni ba Betha na bonse abana baba lungu no lupwa abamomba bungishi ba palemeko kubasamba komumulopa kwa Yesu Kristo every day mwe pepera mwe mulopa kwa Yesu Kristo basambe twali pusana kupepa bapente bakatolika ba 70 day bachishi akupepeni fo mpepa na mwe pepa kwa pepa ya mulopa kwa Yesu Kristo na mwe na akupepeni fo fini takwa afye kwa ina totela sana.
She's urging everyone to pray. She says there's something funny happening. These things they are hearing. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Oh, we lost that caller. Ladies, maybe let me invite you as we are waiting for more calls, just to make comments. You can make comments on either of the matters that have risen.
Okay. With regards to the situation in Zambia, what I would just like to say is President Hakainde Hichilema must just listen to the voices of the people. President Hakainde Hichilema was a very good listener before he became a president. And now he has, closed his ears. We use social media to reach out to the voices of people, even in the deep dialysis. Now we have even TikTok, where somebody from Shangobu is even on TikTok. So if you ignore our voices, you are setting yourself up for failure. The situation, has actually broken a lot of women. I have a mother in Zambia. I love her so much. I think one day, please, Emmanuel Mamba, bring her on the platform. She's a spiritual leader, Nelly Chikwanda. She wrote a long article, and she said, for how long will the widow be mourning? Can we do this better? We have traditional leaders in Zambia who are silent. President Hakainde Hichilema has not even gone to a lot of events because of the same thing. He says he cannot travel out because he is in mourning. But we have received information, it is alleged that he travels every day from Lusaka to Livingstone. Every day he makes those trips using taxpayers' money. Put your house in order, sir. The Zambian people, once they decide, there's no going back. It will be too late for you with all the promises. It was so prideful to have somebody who studied in the UK, is an economist, is going to revive the economy. And then we've seen Bloomberg post, on their page. I don't even know whether it's a connection thing to say Zambia's economy is thriving, and yet our inboxes of our pages are full of requests. People have no medication. People have no money. And then you're spending the resources of our government, taxpayers' money, to fight over a body. The best step you should have taken is to carry your wife, remove your jackets of leadership, show the Zambian people that you can do it. You would have gone to South Africa with cameras there. Show people that you are a good leader by taking flowers to the widow. Let your wife hug her, Mama Esther Lungu, and talk, even without cameras. But you have gone, you know, the route is straight. But HH has gone zigzag. It's still going round and round and round and round. The only person who matters now is Mama Esther Lungu. If President Hakainde Hichilema had listened to my advice from the beginning, we would have buried our president by now. But he has wrong advisors that tell him, no, you cannot do that. Don't listen to this. He called us noisemakers. We are noisemakers. They are ticky-tock, making noise. President Hakainde Hichilema, you don't know how women are. Huma market, they're discussing these things. Message now here, the whole Zambia. Even Kumushi, where people have no even transport, they know this issue. Ni chani chamene chirengesa kuti muzulira pamubiri. Mudonsererana. This is spiritual. Very spiritual. Like I always say that life is spiritual. We cannot ignore the spirituality aspect of this matter. Is there a certain condition that President Hakainde Hichilema has been given to say if you don't have access to the body, something will happen to you, or you will not win elections? We need to know, because we've seen articles stating that there's even a deadline of 5th September. Tell us. Maybe we'll help you spiritually by praying for you.
Yes, everyone is talking about that 6th September. I don't know what that 6th September is. Queen Pumi, there are a lot of callers, but make your quick remarks and we invite callers. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Honorable. So I just want to ask, what is at stake? The desperation to see the body. Question number one, what is at stake? And then other thing I want to bring to the attention to our viewers and audience is that Baranyanta Pantambo pa Facebook. So since Baranyanta Pantambo nde mona papadife 79 shares, let's just share. Like it's very hard. Some of you page and Mwari Rufia. Even I had to struggle Kusanga page yaba mwamba. So today share. We have had over 1,000 people watching. Imagine if we have 1,000 shares. Muma WhatsApp group. We need this information to get out. We have to call a spade a spade. And all I can say with this UPND government, the lies are catching up on them. Diaspora is the 11th province of Zambia, and at this time, it is the most powerful province in terms of giving checks and balances because of the cyber bill. We are cyber proof, and any threats against us will not shut us down. Zambia, you have to wake up to what the previous caller said, that we need to pray. And I'm going to emphasize, because the President Hakainde Hichilema bali kwata inkazi tahi matusi yetugani bala zumanana bali zumanide for 20 years gaba zumanana until he managed to get in power after 20 years in opposition. Chiriro, believe me, bayago zumanana mpaka fye. So and this way to zumanena upaila and refusing and returning to sender whatever their wish, we should counter it and send it back. Because we know what we are dealing with. This is a man of resilience who never gave up. So he is ready. And to Mama Esther Lungu, Keep standing. We are fighting a giant who has money, power, and corruption, but we have something bigger than what they have. We have God is on our side. God is on your side, and he has promised that whoever oppresses a widow, they have it coming. And then the last point I want to talk about is traditionally, there are things if you are lechitika, umunamayo ngafirwa nokusambata kwali. So bamutinta ichile maimwe ingirire ni mofye. Okay, kuja ku South Africa tatuishi befile chitika. No manga chako bati family ya balungu yako sati okwe bati tamwaka sambe paka tukashike balungu. How is balungu Madam Esther Lungu surviving? Muchingirire mofye. Bamutinta mwali upana imwe fika michitikira. As a woman, you have the power to talk to your husband. Bible, God created man, and then a helper. You are a helper of Bahaka Inde. If we can't get through, if the world cannot get through to Bahaka Inde, you as a woman, your God has given you the power. So we pray for Madam Hakainde to have the courage to talk to her husband. Because some of these things, let her put herself in the shoes of Mama Esther Lungu. Imagine paka mukashiki. We can't say a lot of things here. But now, we have to call a spade because some of you think Kima kande abanana tu baby. Zeza haramasicham. Mwaru swalisa. Muna utwanga ni kuba tumwa utwa. Otherwise, murubule lele se sky za halabasika babo na mubili wale. We need to know. Twenegera kuhiba hiya ujitiga nata tabaja nige kuya kumaliro. But tuambile hiya ujitiga. So that maybe we can do a recourse. Kambo inomagani abija bambati indefinite suspension. But September 5th year is approaching. I end here, Bamwamba.
Let's take the cause. Thank you, Queen Pumi. Let's take the cause. And someone said you should speak Lozi and Tonga, and you've done very well. You've spoken both languages. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Is that me?
Yes, please. You are online.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening, my ladies and everything. I've just got 3 points. I've got 3 points. One will be complimentary, one will be my observation, and the last one will be a question, but I'll be very quick. You can hear me, Ambassador?
Yes, we can. You are live.
Yes. Ambassador, me, I'm Kafuimbi, your colleague. My first complimentary thing is I'm glad the way you are looking today. You are very happy. I know in Mutsungu Valanda you can't be surrounded by two, but with those two forces behind you, with the beauty, I don't know how you're not flying out of that chair, because so that's my compliment, to be
surrounded. Thank you very much. They have to be regulars. They have to come. Maybe we'll be doing it every Monday. Women, there's a power they bring to everything we do. We should involve women. So they'll probably be my co-host every Monday.
Yeah. And you are speaking with a smile today because you feel surrounded by the power, the force, those beauties around you. So anyway, now I'll get to my point too, my observation. My observation is I'll digress a little bit and go into Zambia. When we were doing our school in the 70s and all that, there's something that you have all spoken about it today. When we were doing our school, Nangukulaku Jacaranda and everything, and there's a church there. You had to stop playing football. Everyone stood still. It was a natural thing, to pay the respects of what. Now, when we look at the generation, Muchalo. Of course, every country country, I'm not going to say Niku Zambia, every country, it has slowly degenerated from then until now. But the level of degeneration number, here is Africa. I was looking at a fire truck going into Mississippi. Right, in Serevade to Kana and everything. And installation, if we have noticed, I'm not being biased against the president. From the time the president started his shouting, Naram Stovi, whatever, see whatever, me, I don't use such words. You know, if you notice the level of insults, quite a number, and everyone, Amale to Kana, Muchalo. Because number, and that's why UPND can freely insult. In fact, okay, PF Charisma tags and everything, but number of UPND, insele. But they want to arrest people for insele, moment. So, I'm looking at the problem that he has caused as the father who's leading. You know, is there a way he can rectify it or something? You know, is there a way maybe the wife or the force of a woman can help him rectify it? Because my president body on TV, you know, and I'm not saying it's there on record. Anyway, but that's my observation. He says that's why we've got this problem of Ukutukana, Akatumbi, and what people are not scared anymore because it started from him.
From the father himself.
And then
thank you very much, Wakafwimbi. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution, my dear brother. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello.
Yes, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador Mamba.
Good evening.
Can I also be anonymous today from the land of the AI also?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Right. You know, Ambassador Mamba, today it's nice to see the two ladies on the program today. I'm happy to see Lydian Mutambo because I used to watch Lydian Mutambo as a great supporter of Mr. Lacuna. And many a times I would shed tears and I would just shake my head, you know. But I would pass comments most of the time. I said, support taka chinje. You know, there are people who are actually born like that. Umuntu wakwata ichifukushi from the time he was young. Katuishi what somebody ever did to him. You know, that alikwata fe ichifukushi na bantu awaleteka. You know, he's full of anger. And I think the sooner he addresses his anger issues on the Zambian people, the better. You know, if he should just give a bit of love, let love lead in him, and let him learn to listen to the people with patience. Those people are the ones who got up early in the morning 4 years ago, you know, surviving the harsh weather to go and give him a vote. But he has real anger issues. You know, when you talk about, I heard Lillian say he never listens to his advisor. No, he is Mushewa. And when I say, be careful the organizations you decide to join without doing your due diligence of what is involved, because you find yourself trapped in this organization with no way out but to continue. Otherwise, why next? You know? So if only he can allow love to lead and listen to the Zambian people's cries, I think one day he may be a good leader.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much.
Said that,
yeah, let me allow a few calls so that we can allow the ladies to wind up.
My name is Anik Matipa.
Oh, Anik Matipa. Ah, okay,
yes.
okay. Anik Matipa is a regular caller, ladies. Remember, this is a person who's when she lost her father, the President Hakainde Hichilema, working from Grand Thornton, locked the house. You remember that story? This is Anik Matipa. Thank you very much, Anik. I didn't even recognize your voice. Thank you very much.
So I commend the ladies. Continue doing what you are doing. Some of us, we were one of those who were talking. But you know, sometimes you have to heed to certain advice, and we heeded to that advice. Otherwise, I commend the job that they are doing. A big up to the ladies. Good
Thank
night,
you very
Rama.
much. Thank you very much, Anik Matipa. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Wamba and the ladies, Queen Pumi and Lillian. This is Robam. What a powerful session today, ladies and Wamba. You've done very well to give Zambians the reality of the type of leadership what we have in our country. And what we need to do now is to encourage everyone to register to vote. And 2026 is not a normal election. This is Independence 2.0. We have to go with everything that we've got. It's going to be harder. There's going to be people betraying the country, but we have to make sure that we expose everything that's happening in our country. You cannot have a president that always plays the victim. You know, like whatever you see, he never puts the Zambians people in everything that he does. If you look like the conversation you had with the mines, Kaunda ruled our country for 27 years. If you're not too mine, but number, I'm a politician just within a short period of time, and everything. Our country has been taken to a very dark place. And if any Zambian does not realize the danger that our country is in, and we have to use everything, and above all, we have to pray so that God can liberate our country and we get our independence back from Hakainde Hichilema and all those people that are lying to the Zambians that our economy is growing, because our people are suffering and we need to speak for them and get our country back. We need our independence back. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robam. Thank you very much, Robam from the United Kingdom. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Okay, Dr. Eustace Wabble from Manchester. Fairly regular, becoming a regular caller.
Thank you, Dr. Eustace, for your support. Thank you very much.
No worries. Yeah, you've got a powerful team today, actually. I followed Queen Pumi, I think she remembers me, and to some extent, the lady in the UK with us here. In the point you got to which they call impress upon, if you look at South Africa, I think it's getting into the third month. Now, but to have the coffee, fiance, can she give up? Now, if you the child, if you load shedding, if you economy, and the things that matter to the people, now, but to give up, now, I feel. So, no, but I'm energy, South Africa, I'm sure upon a pen up my work about to, Balo the Chapo, why should I vote, Oglinga, and what's their thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Make your contribution.
I would love to be anonymous, but sometimes when we're anonymous, the message we're trying to echo doesn't carry weight. My name is Michael Mulusa. I'm calling from Lusaka. And first of all, I just want to congratulate our mothers on the panel, Queen Pumi and Queen Lily Mutambo. I think they have risen at a time when Zambia critically needs a voice. And very strangely, the Lord uses women. And this reminds me of a time in the Bible, in the book of Judges, where the Lord Deborah. To congratulate and encourage our mothers on the panel, and also Zambia and leaders. When a time of reckoning comes, we need to recognize such heroes who stood up at a strict time like this.
And my last message is linked to the president and the government. In life, in order for you to perform exceptionally well, you need a certain level of competition. There is something competition does to a man that helps it even perform better. You know, even God, we see the goodness of God, but the appearance of the devil. If the devil was not there, we wouldn't see how great God is. Even light is very good only when darkness comes in. So I think the government should reconsider the way they handle opposition, because critical voices help them in performance. In my conclusion, I was at the place of the memorial of late President Levi Mwanawasa, where the president was, and Dr. Sebastian Koplande made a very powerful speech, and realized that Levi Mwanawasa, very successful, is that he had a very strong opponent. And when he saw that his opponent was critically ill, he realized that he needed to save his opponent. So I think in a time like this, the bad performance that we have in our leadership is also attributed to the destroying of democracy. I thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you, Mr. Mulusa. He says he will not hide his name. To go with the risk, and he's talked about a strong team around the president, and he says there's none, and he echoes the views of President Levi Patrick Mwanawasa, Sebastian Koplande, who said the late president believed in strong opposition. Even when Michael Sata fell ill, it was the president that evacuated him, despite being his fiercest critic and opponent. I thought that was quite powerful. Ladies, I'll need to excuse you. The phone calls are so many. Ngana mikalika sana limbingana saipsha mailo next mandate weleni mukaka no kuisa. So I have to be very gracious and to allow you to, go and attend to other matters, and it's late for you, Lily, and it's just morning for Queen Pumi. You both have a lot of duties to attend to, your business, your families, and your God. Let's begin to answer what the callers have been saying, and then begin to make your last remark. I think that we should have a panel where we're all collaborating and come to each other's platforms for the sake of, promoting a singular voice on many issues. We should be strong in our areas, but we should also collaborate. And I don't take it for granted that you ladies found so much time to come on my platform today. If we can make it a regular, maybe every Monday, we review what has happened in the week, and we give our viewers, and we interact with our people. Queen Pumi, let me start with you, then Lily, then we end the program.
Thank you, Honorable. I totally agree with you 100%. I feel we should be here as need arisers because there's a lot of disinformation. So we need to come live and just collaborate because we are stronger together. So if you remember in 2021, we had the main platform TV Bakwetu. And, we all have our independent platforms, but the space, the prime time is only one. So if we can collaborate, if we all need to be here, something burning, something has come up, then let's find time to coordinate and just work together as need arises. Because at the end of it all, it's all about Zambia. And then in closing, I just like to thank all the callers for your encouraging words of support. This is what has kept me going for 4 years. Believe me, I have reached a point where I'm done with politics. Then, there will be that call from somebody I don't even know, just encouraging me. You are the voice, keep going, keep going. So 4 years later, we are still here, and it has snowballed into a movement of unity for Zambia to remove the UPND government. I believe in Ubuntu, and I believe in taking all Zambians out of poverty. I believe in equal distribution of wealth. And I believe as Zambians, if we all are just hold hands, each and every Zambian, we can have we all be millionaires in US dollars if there is equal distribution of wealth. Already the money that has left the country through the fake reports and whatnot could have made us have at least $1 million in our bank accounts, all of us Zambians. We are only 21 million. So we need a government to embrace every Zambian and think that every Zambian deserves the quality of life, because like our name, the name of our country, Zambia, is named after God. Zambia is known as the heart of Africa. Zambia is literally a paradise in waiting. So it pains my heart for someone who has been in diaspora and who has traveled, exposed to see countries who have literally nothing, but they find ways to make sure every citizen in their country has running water, they have electricity. But Zambia, with all that we have, we are exporting power at the expense of our people. We are exporting meal at the expense of our people. After 60 years of independence, our children go to school without shoes. And it's time for Zambians to unite and focus on the mother in Shangombo, in Mwense, in Kaputa. This is the people we want to bring out of poverty. It's not about UPND or PF being in power. It's about the 21 million Zambians who deserve a dignified life. Lastly, the funeral is what we are here for. Now, these people, they're insisting they want to give ECL a dignified burial. There is no honor or dignity in that leaked audio that we heard, or people celebrating when we had that premature celebration of the ruling. I don't even want to say the words that were used to celebrate the repatriation of the body. Where is the honor and the dignity? The president, the current president, never recognized ECL in life as a president. So how can you stand boldly for 2 months and not do anything, saying you are mourning when he was alive, you didn't celebrate somebody? We go to the many songs that have been sung. Is somebody on for? Where is the honor in trying to honor a dead person when you denied him health care? When you fired people who let him get on the plane? You stopped him from going to church. You took away his medical benefits. Let us turn back to God. People like Bakaveshi, you will go to jail. I'm telling you, these are crimes against humanity. And these crimes you are committing, they are against Madam Esther Lungu, because our ECO is dead. So you are violating the fundamental human rights of a widow to bury her husband with honor and respect. And it has nothing to do with ECL because he is gone. The victim here is the family, specifically the widow. So, since Bahakainde cannot listen, but we know he is the mastermind of this because he's the commander-in-chief, or the team that is on standby could have South Africa. The last letter we saw on Friday from VFV attorneys saying that their client has got a team on standby to inspect and view the body. How dare you? Inspect and view the body? We need to know. You need to publish the list of the professionals to inspect that body and identify it. Because anyone who has to view a dead body must be a professional. Morticians, pathologists, medical doctors, people who are trained to do with matters of remains. You will not handpick people from God knows where and say you have a team. We as Zambians demand to see the list of the professionals, even the courts in the Constitutional Court in South Africa. They need to see this list of these people who want to inspect and view the body. They need to publish it and attach it to that letter. Otherwise, atwa suminishe mukabuli abantu botatwa ishiba with no medical credentials or licensing in pathology to go and inspect that. For shame. I end here. But we will continue to talk and talk until God says no. And for all of you who are saying we are paid Ichola, I wish I was paid Ichola. My only Ichola that I'm paid is from God. I was appointed by God to talk, and the day that God removes me, sees it fit that I stop talking, I will stop talking. Such as I call upon every well-meaning Zambian to speak against these injustices, because we shall not fear any man, we shall fear God, but we shall respect every man. May God bless Zambia, and thank you, Honorable Mwamba, for your work that you're doing in bringing issues that affect Zambians without fear or favor. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Pumi. Let me bring in, I don't take it for granted, and like I stated, that we might have maybe a regular feature, maybe once a week, where we review the issues happening in our country or where there's an emergence. And I hope that when we call upon you, you will, to the great, sacrifice for our country, you come to the platform. Thank you very much, Queen Pumi. Madam Mutambo, give us any answer to the issues that they called, and give us your closing remarks.
I just want to sing this song. 1 second. Azayanka kainde, Azayanka, Azayanka kainde, Azayanka, Nizatuma selula kwa mulungu, Azayanka. This is the song that we were singing, hoping that President Hakainde Hichilema will answer the call of God of leadership. But he has failed. President Hakainde Hichilema has been doing job in training. And as Zambians in the diaspora, women, we are disappointed with his kind of leadership. Mama Matipako to say, maybe he will change eventually. We cannot be doing job in training. He should be retired next year on the 13th of August, 2026. We cannot have a leader who has brought us to this kind of mediocrity, disrespect, where women are seen as trash, and men from UPND use their platform to talk negatively about women, about our children, using sexual utterances, discrimination, insults. And you expect me, Lilian Mutambo, to campaign for you, to say you deserve another chance. You don't deserve any chance. Our mothers are hungry in Zambia. Women are giving birth on floors. There is no proper medical supplies. And Michael Gonzalez, the ambassador of America, we now call him Captain America, exposed the corruption in the medical field, Ministry of Health. Not fired anybody who is involved in corruption practices. And definitely with what is happening in the SEC, that so many people have resigned, they don't want to be part of the investigations that will take place next year. President Hakainde Hichilema has divided our country. Today we have news that the ECZ chair, Madam Mangala Zalomes, the daughter, Maria Zalome, murdered somebody. We want to know if this government is going to ensure that Maria's that video will be brought to book. UPND has been above the law. And that is why you see members disrespecting us that speak for the Zambian people. They say we're nobodies. The Zambian people. We are united in one voice. It is done. We are going to use the SATA formula. Continue following us on the platform. And we will recommend the leader that we'll go with. To tell PND that any plan you have against any person, we will report you to the International Criminal Court. You will not deprive the Zambians of their rights to vote for the person that they need to put in. President Hakainde Hichilema, you were humble when you wanted to be in leadership. You have refused to leave your house. You run Zambia from your bedroom. Make decisions at midnight in your house. We have the story of Faith Musonda, who found yourself at your house at 02 or whatever time. Expect us to continue to support you. You don't listen to what the Zambian people are saying. Since you've decided not to leave, we too were telling you to stay away from the body of ECL and the funeral. But we're here to assure the Zambians that regardless of what anyone says, eyes on the ball. We are not stopping because it is our right to speak. I was shocked to receive threats. Tell Zambia, I will be arrested. I'm here to tell you that I used to speak about the Patriotic Front consistently. I would even share my location. I would go to campaigns. I have never been attacked at all. But UPND have seen me as an enemy. All sorts of nonsense on social media to derail us from the work we are doing. Even, prophecies have come out to say they're even planning to go to shrines. For those of us with us in prayer, it is not an easy task. We've received phone calls from all over telling us to stop. We have not stopped because we are fighting for the legacy of our country, Zambia, the future. This is our legacy. The women rose and spoke. And when they spoke, the Zambians listened. Never ever underestimate your power of voting. Bakesa, neftenge, pokeni. Bakesa, nendalama, spendeni, nimpia shenu. Patumwika bapela vote. Pakufuatika, ufuatika pali umbi umuntu. We are voting anybody but Hakainde. Olonincha onkonono tukavote la po. Please, my Zambian people, tumfuireni. Waliwamba pana ba UPND tuwalibafwa. Tatuleisa pano panchende ukuli langshat pan turefa enchi tote. We're not even interested in jobs. We just want a better Zambia. Lesa alitupala kumasukulu mu UK. Abana bambina bakula bali kuma universities. We also want you to tap into those. Never give up. We continue for our mother Zambia. Takwa wefi omuntu ngala teke chalo so. Kwati kutuanga, kwati for ba baby. Job on training. Tusuminishe. Bachaya fe piki na piki doli wa saleo balefwaya lelo tuwalaka kishoi. Mala tuwalaka kishoi. Chalo ja shani ukutumuno obe umuntu aleka kishapeba nankwe wonse. Awe tuwaka na ifwe. We reject Hakainde Hichilema. And if you make a mistake to give him a second chance, you will suffer. Ngamulefu ya ukonka nyapoku chula. Muli 4 years fie. Mwone ni fia chitika. Niwa angaba fuide. Pana wakwi bada. Niwa angaba fuide. Apatulela anda wakambuidi balwele. Paheche chichabale mfano oluse. Muntu washa nusha kwa toluse. Aba nankwe bale fuafie. Muchalo chaba Hakainde. Ilibale teka. aina waya kujele olowafwa umutima waso wabipisha twakana fwebena Zambia. President Hakainde Hichilema does not deserve any chance in 2026. Don't even think Ala Chinja. He will never change. He came to revenge. Takwata no mtimo wa chikuku. Bakambwili ba losing ama brothers babili mu accident. Abatu wala futu ku Lusaka. After baba kaka ku Kasama. Aba bwesha. Abengisha futu mu chifungo. Atina bakwata court case pa 18. Bayandiga Chagwalungu bali kweto mtimo usuma. Pantu nga bali kweto mtimo ubi. Nga bali lengesha Hakainde Hichilema. Kakwata po chance ya kwiminina. By kumpela criminal record, but he never did that. And for that, we'll protect the legacy of Edgar Chagwalungu. You are busy commissioning things that ECL worked hard for. You are not even ashamed of your failures. So to Atotela Mwamba for hosting us, we are grateful. Abana balet fire pamulu. And I just want to say thank you so much. We'll continue speaking and just remind people that 2026, we're not using ECL as a reason to vote HH out. We have looked at the many things that he has failed. The whole day. That's why I TikTok to Lalanda, even 6 hours to Lalanda. Imitima shireka nipa. Abantu besu bale chula. HH ale pela ma minerals. Kuba sungu. Abena Zambia. Bale bepa ya kumumfumu. Elo ba HH wese bemini ne wese balanda ati. Only few people. Elo ba dikwete mfuti. But HH, stay in your home. Leave the Zambian presidents. Kachemeni ngombe. Mwafirwa. Umutima wabi pisha.
Wonderful, wonderful ladies. Thank you very much. Please spare some time. I think Monday will be suitable because it's easier to reflect in the week and start the week that way. So thank you for the opportunity and thank you for speaking to Zambians through this platform and to all our leaders that were watching. And I saw many of them were watching you ladies and they've given you support. Some have sent private messages. And then to the larger Zambians that were calling in and those that I have failed to take the many calls, but I think the few that we allowed gave you a picture of what the country is. So God bless you. I'll leave you with these various. Thank you. Litmes Shangwe will speak to you later. God bless you.
You're arguing that really this must happen. Maybe that's why it's assumptions. Even the court was asking them, presiding. The court was asking. Their lawyer couldn't explain. Presiding. You yourselves, in your written notes, you were saying Bishop Arik Bada should preside. So why are you now saying the president will preside? You yourselves. So what is presiding? They couldn't explain what presiding is.
From what we see, what we read, they are handling the funeral in a manner African funerals must be handled, to respect the dead, to bury them with dignity. President Buhari died in London. He was brought home. We too have shown that example by burying all the 5 before the 6th president, near here. I think it's just behind, isn't it? Near here, all the 5. So we've established a tradition, protocols in line with the African culture. So we must continue with that culture, no matter what challenges, what difficulties there are. And I can't say that we've continued engaging the family quietly. Neighbor should confirm that. We've continued engaging the family quietly, because that's what it should be. And we do hope that consensus will be reached. And I want to ask Zambians, first, thank you for your patience. And secondly, to ask you to retain that patience.
He was not just a citizen. He was a head of state. And if somebody says there were issues, yes, there are always issues. But in death, we converge to honor the dead, to bury them decently for the president with all the honors, military honors. After the burial.
How can you allow somebody who has murdered your son or your daughter and you are still mourning to come and attend the funeral and we were to speak at the funeral?
But how good your son
was. And you know about it, you say, wait a minute, what's happening? And I think I can just say the whole thing, I summed it up when I spoke to one guy. I said, because how can you, Ambassador, a Catholic, be remembered in a Jehovah's Witness hall?
Yeah.
In the 10th anniversary, or how do you get
to be dishonored?
How do you get remembered in a SDA church when everyone knows that you're Catholic and so on, and the state insists? The party, friends and all. So I only lamented that why should you be stripping me of these things and then pushing me and saying, no, we want to protect you. No. You see, demeaning of the president to be seen to be going without this or that. I said, I don't need you. You don't need me. So I was very clear. I've not complained at all. The time that I've complained is when I've been harassed. I said, you've stripped me of everything, but leave my liberty, my dignity, and my rights. That's what I'm saying, even now. You see, 1 minute I walk the street, somebody says you can't walk the street because you're a former president, you are in danger of being attacked and people might attack you and will be blamed as police. That's why we're following you. The next minute I said, but you mean you didn't know that I was former president when you stripped me of these things? Please, go and put your house in order. The next minute I want to go to church, somebody goes into church and says,